So, something I find seriously uninteresting is the fact that in Star Trek, there is no currency in space. And I find that completely unrelevant, other than our entire existence is based on some sort of exchange. And the only reason I even know that there's no money in space is because of a guy in rehab we used to call Darth Nasal, or Gums, as he's sitting in the back of the cafeteria slurping over spaghetti with his lips just flapping in the breeze. I hated that guy, but I liked that guy. And it never really occurred to me, except I'm sitting here smoking these cheap ass Montego whatever the fuck cigarettes, and they're burning up like nothing. And I'm thinking, man, times are tough these days, you know? They don't even make cigarettes as good as they used to. They don't pack them with all that good cancer-causing tobacco. And I thought of something. Wait a second. Remember that movie, The Fifth Element? With, what's his face? Bruce Willis? And he's smoking those cigarettes with the giant filters and the tiny little, like, 2 hits a cigarette. 3 a day. My goal is to quit. Because you can't fucking smoke in space. And, yeah, go to buy them at the counter last night, and the guy's like, what kind do you want? And I'm like, I'm not fucking buying lights. That's stupid. It's like buying Diet Cola. That's fucking stupid. It's like drinking non-alcoholic beer or decaffeinated coffee. All of the disgust, none of the benefits. What's the fucking point? I'm actually gonna pay people to poke holes in my cigarettes? It's either regulars or menthols. And I wanted to get the reds and look cool, because I was trying to charm a lady. But I got the hundreds, because I'm an old man now, and I want more bang for my buck. And that's one thing you learn in rehab, is how to smoke cigarettes, because that's all you do is fucking smoke cigarettes. And you don't have any money in rehab unless your mommy sends it to you, or, you know, an abusive boyfriend, or whatever the fuck you got going on. But you come to find that the hundreds actually have a little bit more tobacco in them. So nowadays I smoke the hundreds. I don't smoke those shitty little space cigarettes, but yeah, I thought of that for some reason. That came to my brain because I'm trying to be relevant. You know, I'm trying to sell myself. I'm trying to barter my way through life, my existence, my misery, my drunken burdens of being alone and sorrowful and sappy and sadistic. I'm sitting here with nothing but time on my hands, trying to think of ways to become seriously uninteresting, to try to peddle my wares to the still sick and suffering, for addicts to try to buy my ear space. Isn't that just disgusting? It's like smoking a space cigarette. But yeah, I'm just really dreading New Year's, because it's just another night of sitting alone and gutting myself and thinking of the world and running it all back over and over and over again, and being miserable and trying to find a way to be relevant and not be miserable, and finding the key to the universe and happiness and well-being and prosperity, and just coming up short, coming up empty. Sitting here looking at these Montegos thinking, Darth Nasal. And how am I going to put pen to paper? And how am I going to keep going? You can't do stand-up. And why do a podcast? You're just rattling off into the ether. But I tend to do that in my head every fucking night. I come home and wonder, why am I alone? Why is there a void? What is the point? Why do I want to work? I don't want to work. I'm sitting here dictating into a cell phone, trying not to blow my whole load, but I blow my whole load anyway every night, in angst and misery and replay, and I guess that's what it's all about, life's big orgasm. But yeah, you want to think about it and process it and try to keep it going, and you don't want to blow your load. You don't want to throw all your eggs out on the table all at once, because you know tomorrow you're going to have to do it all over again. But yet I do it every day somehow. But I don't call it work. I call it wasting my fucking time, being seriously uninteresting, just sitting here in misery every night, ranting into the stars of loneliness and empty, and realizing every one of those little dots in the sky is a dollar sign, and it's crushing. And I was going somewhere with this, but now I'm not. I'm already at 5 minutes, and that might be worth about, I don't know, 35 cents or so. So I figure I have about another 2 hours, maybe 4 hours to fill up until I can buy another pack of Montego 100s and try to make the clerk smile at me before I walk out the door for the night of abandonment once again. And I really don't know how to wrap this up, and I really don't know how to not sound like such a sad bastard, but I find it seriously uninteresting. I can't even talk at this point, I'm so fucking hungover. Like, what did I do? Why did I drink almost 30 shitty beers and cry into half of them? And how am I going to make this funny? Or even interesting for that matter? And I don't have an answer for that yet, but I will not stop questing until I answer the question, until I come up with an answer, a solution, a concrete solution to a problem that doesn't really exist in the first place. There is no currency in space. There is no relevancy. It's all seriously uninteresting. So that's all I got for now. And it was already 6.5 minutes of your time. That's probably red light to red light. So enjoy this demo, as I hope you do. And please stay tuned for more. And if you have any change, don't forget to tip your servers. Enjoy that beer.